So we'll go ahead and take up 7.2, consideration of an update on Blue Ribbon Committee priorities and coalition letters sent on behalf of the committee seeking state general fund or Proposition 4 funding.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. In your packets and for the public, there was some documentation and a copy of the proposed letter that the Blue Ribbon Committee was sending to the state. But essentially what we have is, with the current state budget as we set today, the state has removed all of the money, which is upwards of probably over $14 million for Blue Ribbon Committee projects that were recommended in 23 and 24. So while I would have preferred to bring an item to have this full board weigh in on talking to the state about this, that just wasn't possible because of the speed that everything's moving, and the Blue Ribbon Committee chair, really wanted to get a letter out. So that committee had decided that, we could send a letter from Blue Ribbon Committee members that were there representing different agencies that are part of that. So last week, as the board's representative on the Blue Ribbon Committee, I signed into the letter as my position as a supervisor and a member of Blue Ribbon to ask the state to reconsider and please provide, some budget funding for these projects from 23 and 24. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of an update on what's going on, and I have not heard anything yet from any further conversations with the state about whether or not budget money will be added. But really just wanted to bring attention to the full board as well as our community members, because the lake is really the crown jewel of Lake County. I mean, it's got the cultural and historic significance. It's a huge part of providing for our economic development here, and it's vitally important to the survival of our county. And all these projects have, gone through a lot of vetting, and they are meant to improve our lake and keep the cultural value of it, as well as continue to provide public recreation, which will help our economy into the future. So thank you.
Supervisor Pyska?
Yeah, I'm in support of this letter, and thank you for bringing it. But I do want to mention we have our governance workshop the beginning of every year, and what we did talk about this year was building our platform so that we can move quicker on these letters. Because if we have it in our legislative platform and our legislative priorities, then a supervisor can send a letter or admin can send a letter that aligns with those when it's necessary in timing without having to wait for a meeting. So I just want to put it out there, and we did talk about developing that platform in January so that we can commit to that, so that we don't lose time on these important issues going forward.
And I'll just comment, I appreciate that, and I think, there's been other situations where it's been, problematic. We don't have time to get these on the board agendas, and we were not even going to have a regular meeting for 3 more weeks. So I think in the future that would be beneficial to have maybe some better policy on how we can get these out from the board, the whole board.
Mm-hmm.
Supervisor Owen?
Being on the Blue Ribbon Committee myself, I would, if it's not too late, I'd like to sign on to that as well, if it's appropriate.
It's actually, we sent it on Fridays.
Oh, okay, it just said
It
draft.
was just moving very fast, and the emails were there was just no time to really do much else.
That's okay, that's
why, I went ahead.
I'm just in support of it. So
moved with what we could, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Any other comments? And if not, I'll open it up to the public. All right. We'll close public input and bring it back to the board for action.
It was just information, Mr. Chair.
Oh, it was? Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. All right. With
Thank you.
that, we'll close 7.2, and we'll take a 5-minute break.